Welcome to Scaling with Disha, the show that helps online entrepreneurs to scale their business to six figures and beyond without the hustle or the overheads. I'm your host, Disha Waddup, and I'll be here each week to remind you that you can do anything you set your mind to. Hello, beautiful entrepreneurs, and thank you for joining me for another episode of Scaling with Disha. I am so excited today to be talking to you about the benefits of high ticket offers and why you absolutely need one if you want to scale to those higher figure numbers that you've seen everywhere and you know that you want to achieve in your business. I want to start by saying this is exactly the story that I had, and I'm going to tell you my story as I have evolved and as I have grown. And it is a scaling feature. It is something that you build into. It's not something that you can often start straight away and charge crazy figures for because you're starting out. You need the experience, you need the beta, and we're going to go through that as well. So I wanted to dive straight into telling you my story of how I started creating a six-figure year. 10-figure would be nice, wouldn't it? A six-figure year, earning 10K months consistently in my business. And it all came down to creating the high ticket offer that allowed me to really scale and get that consistent income. So when I first started out, if you've been following along with the podcast for a while, you've heard my journey a few times, make sure you hit subscribe if you haven't been following and you've just stumbled across us, and make sure you check out some of those earlier episodes where I share all about my story and how I have scaled my business. But I want to talk about last year, the year that the whole world went to poop, 2020, right? The year that everybody was saying nothing was working, everybody was broke, nobody was selling anything, and everything was going to be devastated and nobody was going to have any money. I hired a high ticket sales coach last year in the middle of the pandemic when I knew that I had to change something in my business to be able to survive the pandemic, to have a bigger, thriving business, and to be able to scale beyond my wildest dreams. So I hired a high ticket salesperson. She looked at my offers and went, "You are charging way too little for what you offer. You 100% need to increase your prices." And me coming from the fear, scarcity, imposter syndrome version of me was like, "Oh, I don't know about that. I'm not sure. Maybe not. I don't know." And she pushed and I did, and I created this offer, which was way over and above what it is now, because I was totally over delivering. And that is, again, coming back to my imposter syndrome of not being good enough. And why would anybody pay this amount of money for what I offer? So I jam-packed it with so much goodness and so much me time and so many amazing things that people just didn't want it. But I built out this offer, and then I sat on it. I sat on it for ages, and I thought, no, I had the fear. I didn't want to push it. I wasn't sure that it was right. I had posted a couple of times, but hadn't really done a big launch. I just didn't know if it was right. And I went on holiday, and I was sat having a beer on holiday, and somebody messaged me and said, "I want to work with you one-on-one." I was like, "Great." They said, "How can I do that? What are your packages?" And I said, "Well, I've just launched a 6-month offer that I posted about in the group the other day. You can check that out if you want." And she was like, "Yes, that's what I want. I've been waiting for you to launch a 6-month offer. That is what I need in my life." So I said, "Fantastic. I will send you the contract when I get home from the beach, from drinking my beer, and I will get everything set up for you." And that was the first person that signed up to my 6-month offer. Imagine drinking a beer on the beach and signing a 6-month offer at $6,000 or about £5,000 and sharing that with the person I was with. I was like, I just made $6,000. How freaking cool is that? And that reignited the passion in me that I knew I needed. And my coach had already told me that this was a fantastic offer. I just needed to have the confidence to be able to sell it. And that one person made all the difference. I then went on to get fully booked and keep selling this offer, keep having clients come to me. Yes, I want your offer. Yes, I'll pay in full. Yes, this is going to be amazing. And signing up to work with me on this 6-month offer that I had created. And it was so easy. It really, really flowed really easily. And it was something that I didn't want to do, but I felt that if I didn't do it, my business was going to falter. I packed so much stuff into this. It really, really is worth the money. And it is a fantastic program that people get amazing results with. It is a fantastic opportunity. And please do send me a message if you are interested in my 6-month one-on-one. But this isn't a sales pitch for that at all. It is the way that I changed my business as a result of that. So it literally changed everything for me. However, when you start creating this high ticket offer, I already had a offer that was £2,000, so about $3,000 or $4,000, and it was brilliant. It was fantastic. Again, people were getting results. It was working really well. And that was the offer that my high ticket coach had said, you were not charging enough for that offer. And because I knew that I had that imposter syndrome, I had that fear, I packed so much more, doubled the extension, and then increased the price, because that meant to me that it felt much more valuable to those people. And I was able to charge more for what I was packing into that time frame. But the 3-month offer was doing really well. The 3-month offer was fantastic. I have now retired that 3-month offer. I don't very often at all offer that package because I want people on the longer package because it gets better results. And that is, I want to be there along the journey with people. I want to be able to see them have those transformations and create the business of their dreams and create the life of their dreams as they do that. So having that longer ticket offer meant that I was able to do that for them rather than just be teaching them in the initial 3 months and then hand them off and be like, okay, bye, see ya. So it was really important to me to have that longer ticket offer, but to pack so much into it. So when you're starting out with your offers, whether that's a 3-month at £2,000 or a 6-month at £5,000, then you get to choose how that's structured. But I want you to make sure that you are starting at basics. And this is something that Anna and I have done within the Elevate Mastermind, which is starting this week as you are listening to this program. The Elevate Mastermind, if you haven't heard from it, send me a message. We're taking you through building your signature offer and launching it and selling it. And one of the things that we are passionate about is making sure that you have tested everything in your offer, because often people create an offer in their heads, in their office, wherever they are, on the beach, wherever that may look like, and they think that that is what their ideal clients are looking for. They create this offer because they think it is the perfect thing that their ideal clients want, and they haven't gone out and tested it. Now, think of a child coming home from school with the most beautiful piece of artwork they have ever created. They're really proud of themselves. They're like, yes, this is top notch. Mom, you've got to check this out. I don't have kids. That's not how a 5-year-old talks, obviously. But you get my point. They're coming home, the artwork that they've created, they're so proud. They've got toughness written all over their face. They're like, yes, this is amazing. And they show it to you and you go, what is that? It is just a bunch of scribbles and you're not really sure what it is. This is what you're doing to your ideal clients when you create a signature program where you haven't consulted with those ideal clients. They are looking at you going, okay, what is that? What are the benefits of that? How does that look like? What does that affect me? What are those outcomes? And you haven't quantified or guaranteed anything in that program. You need to be able to market test your offer. And that involves going out and actually speaking to your ideal clients. And a lot of quick win coaches won't tell you this because it takes time and it takes work to get those market research calls done and actually speak to your ideal clients. So get the market research done, beta test that offer, make sure that it is solid, have people go through the program and give you feedback. Make sure that people are loving the program. If they have any issues with the program, let them know. Let them tell you what the issues are rather than you guessing what the issues are. make sure that you have people go through your program before you launch the big price. And the branding and positioning thing. Branding and positioning is huge when it comes to launching a high ticket offer. You have to be the top dog. You have to be the expert in your industry to be able to charge the prices that you want to charge for your high ticket offer. Now, that comes down a lot down to mindset and positioning and where you're positioning yourself in the industry and how you're setting yourself up as that expert and what that looks like. Branding and positioning is such an important piece. And it was something that I struggled with for so long when I started my business because I wasn't sure what it all meant. And I'm going to do another episode on branding and positioning specifically and how you can do that because it is such a minefield of all these different things that you could do. So we're going to go into that in another episode. So do make sure you hit the subscribe button and make sure that you come back to check that episode out in a few weeks' time. But going back to your high ticket offer, please make sure that you have crossed these 3 things off. Now, Anna and I have just run a challenge last week inside of the Scaling with Disha Facebook group. So if you haven't checked that out yet, go ahead and do that. And we cross off all of these things. We cross off the market research. We cross off branding and positioning, and we cross off beta offers and how you can do all of these things before launching a signature program, and how often people realize they haven't done any of this stuff before trying to launch a signature program and they have to go back to basics. So we take you through step by step and give you actionable steps to do each day. It's just a 3-day challenge. And you can go and check that out completely free inside of the Scaling with Disha Facebook group, or you can send me a message or hit up elevateyourbrand.co.uk/challenge. That's elevateyourbrand.co.uk/challenge. And you'll be able to watch the replays of that challenge from last week. I will drop those links down below for you to check those out as well. We take you through each of those steps. What I want to challenge you with today is to think about your offer. Think about your highest priced point. Have you sold it? What does it look like? Have people had amazing transformations by going through your program? And has it been market researched? Has it been beta tested? Or have you just sold it on a whim? If you are selling inconsistently your offer, chances are that you have not market tested or beta tested your offer. Because if you had all of the branding and positioning in place, you had market researched and beta tested your offer, and you had amazing positioning, then your offer would sell significantly easier and on repeat all the live long day. And that is what we want. So I hope you have found this episode. Please do reach out. Let me know if you have a signature offer. Let me know what you're charging for your signature offer, and let me know if it's selling, because I want you guys to be wildly successful, to create a business of your dreams, and to be amazing entrepreneurs. Have a beautiful day, and I hope to see you back here next week. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and I really hope that you genuinely learned something from today's episode. If you found this episode useful, then please hit the subscribe button and leave us a review. I personally read each and every one. Until next time, bye.